Give us thoughts about your future and what you expect next as a challenge to your title.
I love it. I love it. I'm going to go home tonight. I'm going to drink a Coors Light. That's a Coors Light because Bud Light won't pay me nothing. I'm going to sit out with my friends and family. And hell, I might even get on top of my wife tonight. See y'all later.
Brock Lesnar, ladies and gentlemen.
Hello, Charlie Kelly here, local business owner and cat enthusiast. Is your cat making too much noise all the time? Is your cat constantly stomping around, driving you crazy? Is your cat clawing at your furnitures? Think there's no answer? You're so stupid. There is. Kitten mittens. Finally, there's an elegant, comfortable mitten for cats. I couldn't hear anything. Is your cat one-legged? Is your cat fat, skinny, or an in-between? That doesn't matter, because one size fits all. Kitten mittens. You'll be smitten. So come on down to Patty's Pub. We're the home of the original kitten mittens. Meow.
Life.
We getting old, Mike. One of them young punks coming to take my baby out on the first date. Who the fuck are you?
I'm Mr. Burnett. I'm Reggie.
What you doing here?
I came to take out Megan.
What?
I came to take out Megan.
How old are you?
I'm 15, Mr. Burnett.
Motherfucker, you look 30. Show me some ID.
I don't have none on me.
You don't have no idea. Get your ass up against that wall. What the fuck's your problem? You think you know it all? You little young Thundercats. You got joints on you?
No.
You smoke that shit?
No, sir.
You trying to get my daughter high? You smoke that shit?
Nigga, who that is, the
It's
dog?
Reggie!
Who the fuck is Reggie?
Came to take Megan out.
What you want, nigga?
I'm here to take his daughter out.
What's your name?
Reggie.
Well, no, I heard the motherfucker say your name, Reggie. You taking Megan out?
Yes, sir.
How old is you?
15.
Shit, nigga, you at least 30.
This is
Can
Mike.
you fight?
Yeah.
You can fight. Oh, you motherfucker, you can't fight. Look at you.
Mike.
No, I want to know if the
Mike.
nigga. I want to know if somebody gonna take my niece out. I want to know if the nigga can fight. Somebody might come say something. The nigga can't fight. She can't go.
This is Megan's godfather, okay? He just got out the joint.
Why you putting all my business in the street? Why you putting all? I just got out of jail and I ain't going back. I ain't going back. What's wrong with you? You acting all scared, nigga. You ain't never seen a gun before?
Mike, stop pointing the gun at the boy, man.
Nigga, look. Don't you disrespect me in front of company.
All right, let the gun go off. You don't
Nigga,
have...
you a big old, tall, ludicrous looking motherfucker, ain't you? You rap?
No.
Move, nigga.
Look.
Get out the way. If I see you on the highway, get the fuck out of my way.
Hey, Mike! Now listen, have my daughter home at 10:01. If she ain't home at 10:01, I'm in the car, okay? Lock, loaded, and hunting your motherfucking ass down. Do you hear me?
And I'm
Speak
going
the
with
fuck
him.
up, Reggie.
And if I'm there, you know what it's gonna be? Chitty, chitty, bang, bang, nigga. That's what it's gonna be.
Marcus! Oh, Reggie, baby, I am so sorry. Please forgive Megan's dad and his silly friend.
You a virgin?
Yes.
All right, keep it that way. Ain't gonna be no fucking that night.
Baby, the red shirt's nice. I like that. You guys have a good time.
You ever made love to a man?
No.
You want to?
No, sir.
Hey, have a good time, baby.
All right, good. All right.
Well, it's really quite simple. It's kind of like... Gonna find my baby, gonna hold her tight, gonna grab some afternoon delight. My motto's always been, when it's right, why wait until the middle of a cold, dark night? When everything's a little clearer in the light of day. And we know the night is always gonna be here anyway. Thinking of you's working up my appetite. Looking forward to a little afternoon delight. Rubbing sticks and stones together make a sparks ignite. And the thought of loving you is getting so exciting. Skyrockets in flight. Afternoon delight. You guys have it, I think. Afternoon delight.
I don't know, Ron. That sounds kind of crazy.
Sounds like you have mental problems, man.
Yeah, you have mental problems, man.
Yeah, it really does.
Man.
Afternoon delight.
I'm gonna make a phone call here.
You know, first of all, we are doing this for her, okay? Because neither one of us wants to get divorced. And secondly, I know you're the big marriage expert. Oh, I'm sorry, I forgot. Your wife is dead.
Good morning.
In less than an hour, aircraft from here will join others from around the world. And you will be launching the largest aerial battle in the history of mankind. Mankind, that word should have new meaning for all of us today. We can't be consumed by our petty differences anymore. We will be united in our common interest.
Oh, holy shit, Randy Quaid.
It's fate that today is the 4th of July. And you will once again be fighting for our freedom. Not from tyranny, oppression, or persecution, but from annihilation. We're fighting for our right to live, to exist. And should we win the day, the 4th of July will no longer be known as an American holiday, but as the day when the world declared in one voice, we will not go quietly into the night. We will not vanish without a fight. We're going to live on. We're going to survive. Today, we celebrate our Independence Day.
Come on, get with it, yeah. Get with it, y'all. Yeah, get with it, baby. Yeah, come on. I'm laying down with my homeboy LJ. Some of y'all can feel, yeah. Come on, you can dance if you want to. I know you can't help it. Yeah, but check it out. It's been a while since I seen you smile. Been a minute since I've been a Bennett, but who can say the sky's the limit? I seen a pretty bad woman, made me stop and pivot. Body, hair, face, nails looking so exquisite. Now what is it that a pimp who never simp can keep tip to the game, know when to jump ship? Now you can find me, yeah, staying high, fly, so amazing. I'm your baby, depending on what the always in. Pimp from black, white, Puerto Rican, and Asian. Now welcome back. Now wave your hands if you're feeling that. Getting down, smoking the pound with the million stack. They back up. I creep up on them till they crack up. Take my time moving it slow and never slack up. Baby was serving me but couldn't keep the knack up. Upset cause she was drinking all my yak up. It's like splitting the blood for you with what you want. Loving don't have to front up it from once a month to 3 times. A fine nigga with genuine ability to keep it coming. Now when your bus running, I'll be there to get you. I play like Kodak and get the picture. I'm all down for sticking, but I can't kick it with you. So what's poppin'? You walking or the boost knocking?
Welcome to the Inappropriate MMA Show!
What's up, peoples? So, you know, I just saw Randy Quaid. That Independence Day clip was not audio; that was a video. And I had no clue he was in there. I just saw that he apparently did a porn. And if you want to see a really, really weird, just the whole, I don't know what he's got going on. He looks like, yeah, he looks like Duck Dynasty kind of guy. But I don't think the Duck Dynasty guys are crazy. He's obviously got the crazy part down. But holy shit, what a weird fucking thing that was. It's a whole slew of videos. Bunch of videos of just him talking shit about stuff and his girlfriend, and yeah, one of them is it's a pretty decent porn. It's just like, what the fuck? I just kind of skipped through it to kind of see if this is real, and it really was him. So I don't know what the fuck happened to him. And we don't need to talk about the fact that I was turned on the entire time I saw it. This doesn't need to come up. But yeah, I don't know what the fuck happened to Randy Quaid, but holy shit, did he whoo, I hope he gets his shit together and gets better, because he's a fucking mess. And he was a lot of fun, man. I used to love Randy Quaid's shit when I was a kid. So anyway, so that kind of threw me off. I kind of remember him now. I don't remember him in Independence Day, but it's been a long time since I've seen that shit. So I am going to start off with the Kimbo Shamrock fight. I wasn't here last week. There was just too much shit going on. Monocles was over, and we were fucking climbing mountains and shit. And, yeah, I just didn't want to fucking deal with it. So I didn't. And I, like, slept, like, all day Saturday. You know, we were live when it was on, Diver and I were. And, you know, obviously it was kind of strange. I think Diver even pointed out, he's like, oh, he let the choke go. No one knows why he would let the choke go. The whole thing was a complete mess. And here's what's genius about it, okay? Before I get into how much of a mess it was, and I went back and rewatched it a couple times. First of all, it got people who don't. I got a buddy. Okay, he was actually an acquaintance in high school, but now he's kind of a buddy. You know, we always fuck around on Facebook, and he's not a fight fan at all. He was excited about this fight. And to the point, he was like, he even brought up, he was going on and on about whether or not it was fake or not. Because I told him, you know, right off the bat, it looked a little bit fixed. As a lot of people felt that way. It's not like I'm some fucking mind reader. There were a lot of things that were fake about it. And he was like, why would you put Kimbo over? Because he used to watch wrestling a lot. He said, why would you put Kimbo over? I said, because it's got someone who doesn't even watch fights talking about it a week later, which it did. So, what the fuck, man? They said that it was the highest ranked MMA fight. I'm sure it was. I mean, that was a big fight. It shouldn't have been, but it was a big fight. This is what the people know. The people know Ken Shamrock's name. He was a wrestler too. Hell, that might have been why my buddy was interested in him, because he probably used to watch him wrestle. But look, man, it sure looked fake. You know, Joe Rogan, and that's what I was going to bring up, is I haven't really looked through it, but I got the article up from MMA Junkie. You know, Joe Rogan had talked about, here, well, let's read his thing. Fight looked fake as fuck. There are a couple things I don't like about that fight. I don't like that clinch, that long clinch they had where they were mouth to ear. They were mouth to each other's ear for a long fucking time. Now, that's an old wrestling trick. And they would do that, and that's why wrestlers have long hair and shit, so they can, you know, pull that off without people seeing them talk to each other. Nowadays, you just see them fucking talk. Hell, you can hear them talk to each other nowadays. Fucking mics are so good. You can hear them talking. Oh, I have the fights on from last week, by the way. You can hear him. He's really going. Oh shit, that was nice. You can hear him telling each other what's coming up. But you know, they didn't have long hair, and I, you know, didn't see anything that looked like they were talking. So, but it's not a good position. When Ken did take him down, he never hit him once. How about that? He never hit him. He had him down. He had him flattened out. He's not blasting him with punches. He's got him flattened out, and there's no hitting him. It doesn't make any sense. The only thing that got me was the way Kimbo stopped Shamrock. He said that was real as fuck. I mean, he definitely cracked him. So maybe they made an agreement, and Kimbo said, "I'm gonna punch this motherfucker anyways." Now here's the deal. I also another thing that happened is he had full back control, and he had a rear naked choke, and he stops his hand on like the top of his head, just behind the top of his head. That's not really. I mean, fucking A. That's Jiu-Jitsu 101. So, you know, that was a big one, and he let it go. I don't know if I buy the knockout either. And he cracked him, but I don't know. The whole thing is speculative. The thing of it is Shamrock putting Kimbo over means Kimbo can get another fight, that people tune in to watch because he beat Ken Shamrock. And it's already got Ken Shamrock. They're already talking Shamrock and Hoist Gracie. Like that's already popping out there. Hoist Gracie said he'd do it because Hoist Gracie will fight anybody in the cage. He just won't jiu-jitsu with him. But as far as I'm concerned, I say do an old school, like do a tournament for fighters from UFCs 1 through 5. And they're going to be doing that 205 tournament coming up in August or September, I can't remember which. But I say do a tournament where it's only for old school UFC fighters, because that'll fucking make a shit ton of money and do a shit ton of ratings. So why not? I mean, they're going to make a lot of money. And the thing of it is it might change the platform of MMA. UFC might have to start doing freak show fights and shit. We might see Bob Sapp in the UFC one day. I don't know. But I don't know. It's interesting what they're doing. But anyway, Shamrock was saying that Joe Rogan was going to ruin his career. He said, why would someone in Joe Rogan's professional position, where you have the people's ear and you have a responsibility to make sure whatever you say you can back up, that you could prove it, not just say because you think it, because you ruin people's lives on something that you have no proof, and he's wrong what he's saying, and therefore he could have ruined my career and my life on what he's saying when there's no proof to it. Well, that's why it's just a commentary. He can say something that he thinks looks you guys had the setup. And hasn't Ken Shamrock been, hasn't he been in a questionable Ken Shamrock works? Oh, there's Ken Shamrock versus Kimbo Slice. Actually, everything's coming up for Kimbo Slice. I thought there was one other questionable fight he had, but really, when you think about it, why is anyone? Who is he beaten? He said that his technique was bad because he tried to choke him to death. I don't think I buy that. That's stupid. But anyway, did he say anything else? A lot of people are saying the fight was fixed. Almost all of them said I should have never been in the ring. I can't. I'm 51. I'm too old. I can't compete at that age. Blah, 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 blah. These guys in the way they think. I swear on everything that I love, my family, my God, everything that I love. Why wouldn't they capitalize G? That fight was not fixed, and the people that are saying it because they're angry or they lost a bet because they bet in Vegas. No, I'm not angry, nor did I lose a bet. I just don't think I buy it. I don't think I buy it. So we'll wind up fucking seeing him and Hoist Gracie. I mean, that's a no fucking brainer. That'll happen for sure. All right, now a couple weeks ago there were fights on a Saturday, late morning, early afternoon. I was working all fucking day, so I had the fights on one of my computers. And I was working on the other, because I have two computers. I have like my throwaway computer, which is the old one, and then I have my regular computer. So I had them on. I kind of paid attention to them, but not really. So I'm just going to run through them. Taylor Lapilus beat Uka Sasaki, TKO. Magomedov Mustafayev, TKO Peter Hallman. I do kind of remember that guy. He looked pretty sharp. Scott Askham TKO'd Antonio Dos Santos Jr. Noad Lahat decision Nicholas Backstrom. Arnold Allen submission to Alan Omar. I vaguely remember that one because I think I went back and tried to watch some of the finishes. Maribek Taisimov beat Alan Patrick TKO. Now, I did take a break for Makwan Americani because I liked him the first time I saw him, which was at, 8 second, 7 second, 9 second knockout, whatever the fuck it was. I liked him in that. And I liked his post-fight speech. He seems like a very sincere guy. And we had the same thing. So I stopped working for his fight to watch. And he looked fucking great. I mean, He took control of that back fucking really nicely, and boom, choke. And, well, it wasn't boom choke. It took a little bit of time to get the choke, but it was a really nice performance. So if he keeps it up, he literally has two ways he can go. He could be fucking Daniel Bryan, or he could be fucking Kane. I don't know. I haven't been watching wrestling long enough to know who everyone hates. You know, Batista. Everyone hates Batista, and I don't really understand why. I like Batista. But, yeah, he can go down the John Jones path easily. I hope he keeps his shit together. He seems to be doing everything for his family. I mean, I remember watching an interview with him where he was talking about, you know, he's an adult, and like him and his brother sleep in the same room because that's, you know, the house that they have. So hopefully he's doing well. He's upgrading his family and shit. Pretty sure he got another bonus, didn't he? No, he didn't get another bonus. Wow. Okay. I thought he did. Anyway, Nick Hine decision, Lucas Sajewski. It's a very, very racist name against the Jewish people. Peter Sabata, submission, rear naked choke, Steve Kennedy. Tetsuya Kawajiri, decision, Dennis Seaver. I kind of was finishing up work and sort of kind of paid attention to that, but it wasn't a lot of fun. I mean, it was just, and that takes us to Joanna and Jessica Penne. Joanna Zik. What are you looking at? My dog just looked at me like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Fuck is wrong with you? Go to sleep. She basically beat the shit out of Jessica Penne for, what, 2.5, 3 rounds? Yeah, almost 3 rounds. You know, that was a hell of a performance by Joanna. I mean, she looked great. And Jessica Penne's nose, I'm sure, hurts like a motherfucker still. That was a rough one to watch. And I watched that Monocles, and I watched that last week too. So I saw it twice, and that was pretty bad. And you could see when who was the ref? I'd have to look it up. And I don't want to look it up right now because my computer's a little banged up. So if I try to open up, because I know the information, if I try to open up, it's gonna like cause all kinds of lag. But anyway, I remember when the ref stopped it, she just kind of looked at the ref like, yeah, all right. She was done. So yeah, hell of a performance by Drzyzhik. She says she's the best striker in the UFC. She's not. I might give her the best striker in the women's divisions if I thought about it. I'm sure she's the best striker at 115, but I'd have to think about about 135. But she was good, man. She was really good last week, or 2 weeks ago. Now, last week, here, let me move this shit around here real quick. Oh yeah, the Reebok shit too. See, there's all kinds of fun shit to talk about. By the way, coming up, Reebok and Pixar are working together. I'm telling you. And if the lady that made these uniforms, that designed the uniforms, is the same lady that designed the Incredibles uniforms, we'll get there. Don't worry. Well, I'm sure you're worried because this is really fucking important shit. But yeah, that's coming up. Now, last week we had Fight Night 70, and I was just fucking out of it last week. I mean, work's been kicking my ass. It was another long fucking week. I was gonna leave. I left like 2 hours later today than I was planning on. And I could still work this weekend, and I have all kinds of shit that I can do. So it's just been kicking my ass a little bit lately. And I'm not sleeping super awesome either. I was up at 4 o'clock this morning, couldn't go back to sleep. So fuck me in the ass with a plunger. That sucked. But anyway, I was kind of yeah. So I don't fully remember these, but the Fox Sports 1 prelims, Sirwan Kakai. Decision, Danny Martinez, and that was a fun fight. I kind of remember that one. Tony Sims TKO'd Steve Montgomery, who I'm pretty sure is Mike Pyle's like cousin, or he's got to be a relative because it was there. It was kind of fun. It was short, but it was kind of fun. I thought it would be a KO and not a TKO because it looked to me like he was out, but they call it a TKO, so what the fuck do I know? I thought it was a KO. I thought it was a knockout. Leandro Silva, decision. Luis Gonzalez, don't remember it. Alex Cowboy Oliveira, I think he decisioned, didn't he? He decisioned Joe Mara. Yeah, decisioned him. Yeah, I mean, that's his third win in 99 days. And if he keeps it up, I want to see who produces the better Cowboy. I want to see like maybe a catch weight, and let's put Cerrone in there with him. You at Cowboy USA versus do it in fucking like hell. You could do it in Texas and make it a fight night. That would be huge, and it'd be fun. I think I like Oliveira. It'd be fun. He's a fun fighter. So anyway, that those were your prelims. Main card, which I just had that one on, and I really didn't pay much attention to it. But Hakron Diaz split decision. Levin Makashvili, Thiago Santos. Oh yeah, that was that's right, that round kick. Thiago Santos KO'd Steve Bossy. He was he's that hockey player. That's right. That could be knockout of the year. That's definitely a contender. I need to add that to the list. I was actually just thinking about that today. I didn't know who it was. Yeah, when he went fucking down, he looked all twisted up and shit. He was fucked. That's what happens when you can't pull your, the shirt of your opponent over his head and just fucking go to town. It doesn't work that way. But he knew that. I think he'd been training for a while. He wasn't some just CM Punk type crossover, I don't think. Excuse me. It's getting a sip of Pepsi. Yeah, that was fucked up. Antonio Carlos Jr. rear naked choked Eddie Gordon. Eddie Gordon. Yeah, Eddie Truck Gordon. Look, I didn't watch The Ultimate Fighter that season. He was the winner of, I think it was Penn and Frankie Edgar. And I didn't watch that season because I can't fucking watch everything. I am liking Tough Enough though, but we'll come to that later. I'm not. You know what? I'm recording this fucking one that's on now, and I've had every episode on, and I couldn't really begin to tell you what's happening because I'm just not paying attention to it when it's on. So I can't do it. But Tough Enough is good shit. We'll come back to WWE though, because there's an event tomorrow. Anyway, so a lot of people talked about him on Twitter. There's a lot of Twitter activity about him all throughout the season. And then he won. And I was like, shit, here we go. He's not faring too well right now. And I'm thinking, I don't know, maybe he needs to change up his fight camps. I don't know. Usually when someone has talent, which I'm guessing he has if he went on The Ultimate Fighter, so he's got something. I mean, you're gonna, there's something to you if you're a winner. Just, you might not be ready for UFC, but there's still something to you. But I don't know. Maybe he needs to switch camps. I'm not sure, but he's either probably, I don't know. I think he's gone or he's going to change weight classes. I don't know what he's going to do. Larens Larkins, TKO'd Santiago Ponzinibbio, or however the fuck you pronounce his name. And then Yoel Romero beat the shit out of Lyoto Machida. Okay, and we got some Yoel Romero audio. Steve Bossy looks like he's trying to do the Vitor Belfort thing with his hair. And I wonder how many fights he's had. I might have to go back and listen to what Bruce Buffer said when he introduced him. Oh, there it is. Oh, he was done. Yeah, he's done. Woo! Yeah, that's a knockout of the year contender right there for sure. That's I guess I could do the mid-year and kind of narrow stuff down, but I don't think I'm going to. But that's going to be a hard one to beat. That was pretty dramatic. I mean, that was a good one. Just where we go. And that thing, Machida is one of my favorites. Love the way he fights. Very defensive. I've always been a defensive fighter, and so I look at him and look for things that I want to do. And I see, Anderson Silva is the same way. I've changed how I move watching Anderson Silva. Anderson Silva's had some similar moves when I was a kid, and I used to compete. And Lyoto Machida, I've had some similar shit that he's done, and it's just fucking, I don't know. I've always related to them, and it makes me sad when they're all the guys that I like. Kung Lee was another one. Huge Kung Lee fan. All the guys that I like are just turning to shit, and it sucks. So Lyoto Machida says he's not done. He's not retiring. I kind of wish he would. But, they'll put him in with like Dan Henderson or somebody. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what the fuck they're going to do. I actually would have enjoyed watching Machida and Weidman, although I don't think Weidman's going to get past Jacare when that fight happens. But anyway, now I'm getting way off track. Yoel Romero beat the shit out of Lyoto Machida. TKO'd him in what? Was it round 3? Yeah, it was round 3. Fucked up his nose, fucked up his face. It was something. And I was kind of bummed out. And I think he should stop. Now, after the fight, okay, we're gonna play Yoel Romero's little post-fight thing that he did with John Anik. Poor John Anik. Although it got him some publicity. All right, here we go.
I want to say something. Maybe I'm trying English. So sorry, I know the people don't understand me, but I'm trying. Hey, USC. Hey, Miami. Hey, Florida. Listen, people, listen. What happened to you, USA? What happened to you? What's going on? You forget for the best of the world. The name is Jesus Christ. What happened to you? Wake up, USA. Go back for you, go for Jesus. Don't forget Jesus, people.
Okay, so I heard, of course, this is what, the day after, 2 days after they legalized gay marriage, which I think is great. I think it's stupid that it's illegal. If the gay people want to be miserable like all the straight people, let them go get married. I think it doesn't affect anybody. So, the religious people, and I've had conversations with some of them. Some of them have been nice conversations. The religious people will talk about, it's going to open a door to bestiality, and then you can marry multiple people and marry a dog, and then you can marry kids and all these things. It's just going to keep happening. Well, no. Because there's a difference between something that you're doing that's going to affect other people and something that you're doing that's just going to affect you. 2 gay guys, 2 gay girls getting married doesn't affect you. It just affects them. It's just something you don't like. But I kind of don't care. So, good for gay people. I'm sure, Texas is probably going to fucking go form their own country. And, I don't know. There's already shit. Walmart won't make gay wedding cakes or some shit, but they made an ISIS flag. Like, there's already just ridiculous, stupid shit. Some guy, what was it? What does he sell? Some store owner. I favorited it on Facebook. I haven't come back around to it. He has signs all over the place that says no gay people allowed because he's exercising his right to religious freedom. It's kind of funny to me. But so Yoel, this is how I heard no for gay Jesus. Now, then I saw on Twitter, I saw people talking about no, forget Jesus. And when I go back and listen to it, you got to keep in mind the guy starts off addressing USC. Okay, so we're not even. He's getting his C's and his A's confused. Okay, listen. He says USC.
I want to say something. Maybe I'm trying English. So sorry, I know the people don't understand me, but I'm trying. Hey, USC.
Hey, USC. So you got to keep in mind there is a language issue there. There is, and it's not just a language issue; it's an accent issue. It's a dialect thing. He's used to speaking one way. We can't fucking speak very well if we go over to Japan and China and start trying to speak their shit perfectly. So at least he's trying, and I give him big props for that. Because a lot of, fucking Jose Aldo would be a much bigger star. Anderson Silva would have been bigger. Heenan Barao definitely would have been bigger. If you would learn to speak English. Because the fact of the matter is, we're the dum-dums who spend $1 bazillion on this shit. Fucking Brazil, all the fights are free in Brazil. They're on like a Fox Sports 1 type channel. Same with, I think over in Europe. Who the fuck pays for the pay-per-views? Us dumb fucks. We do. Hey, let's spend $8,000 on a pay-per-view. Ooh, they're replaying that. There it is. That knockout. We're the ones who pay for the majority of the pay-per-view sales. Everyone else gets the shit free. And everyone seems shocked and crazy when you want to switch from pay-per-view to just television. Dana White said a long time ago, and I've pulled the article before, that he doesn't envision the company being on pay-per-view. He wants to be all the fights on television, and that shit could happen. No problem. So, and I think it would be better for everybody, and we'd be fucking less retarded than all the other countries that already get that. I mean, all their shit, was it Globo TV and shit like that? They don't pay for that's not a pay-per-view thing. They get all of that shit free. They have commercials that come on in between the fights. It's all part of the deal. We could get the same deal. We're just stupid, and we're going to keep spending $60 every month, which I just found out. If you're smart, you don't order the fights through the cable company anymore because it's like $60 or $65. You order it through Fight Pass since you already pay $10 and they have the pay-per-views for $50. So that makes a little bit more sense. So yeah, so I guess it's $50 a month and not $60. Oh, that's right. Titan FC is on Fight Pass now. Pat Healy and Mike Ricci are headlining a Titan FC fight. Holy mackerel, that's going to be a barn burner. That just doesn't really interest me. Alright, so that's the fights last week. So that's the fights. Now, a couple little nuggets as I go through my little sheet here. And as I drink a sip of water, which I'm almost out of. That's not good. Anyway, hold on. Let's just listen to it one more time, okay?
Hey, Miami! Hey, Florida!
I think it's up
Come
here.
USA! Go back for you, go for Jesus. Not forget Jesus, people. Go for Jesus. Not forget Jesus, people. Go for Jesus. Not forget Jesus, people.
Yeah, I can't tell what the fuck he's saying. Oh, you know what? Look, here's this is his thing. I don't know. I think this is long, and I don't think I want to listen to a long one. But here is, where is it? Is this it? Okay, this is him explaining after at the press conference.
Before we get started with any questions,
it's like
I
2.5
want to turn the
long.
mic over, as I said, in the octagon, an Anik. So I'll turn it over to Yoel to please say a few
That'll
words.
shave some of it.
Sorry.
Okay, so Yoel's going to talk through a
Eh,
translator,
primeramente, si hubo
which is
algún
probably
malentendido,
better for this.
pedirle disculpa y perdón a quien se haya sentido ofendido.
First of all, I'd like to apologize if there was a misunderstanding. There was. Go ahead.
Primeramente, soy un hombre de Dios.
First of all, I'm a man of God,
Y Dios es amor.
and God is love.
Por ende, mi expresión siempre va a ser sobre amor.
My expressions are always going to be about love.
Cuando yo quise decir algo en el octágono fue que buscaran el sueño americano.
What I was trying to say in the octagon was look for the American dream.
Porque creo que hubo un malentendido, algo sobre los gays o algo así.
There was a misunderstanding about gay marriage.
Y quiero decirle algo.
I think it's funny. There's no word for gay, I guess. He just calls them gays. How come they don't have a word for gay? It's kind of weird.
And I want to say something.
Dios le dijo a María Magdalena,
God told Maria Magdalena,
eres prostituta,
you're a prostitute.
ve y no peques más.
¿Cómo?
Ve y no peques más.
Go and don't sin anymore.
Y se lo dijo con amor.
And he told her with love.
¿Quién soy yo
Who am I
para criticar a alguien?
to judge anybody?
Aunque no me refería a eso,
Even though I didn't refer to that,
si hubo algún malentendido en eso,
even though there was a misunderstanding,
le diré algo.
I would tell you guys something.
Dios hizo al hombre de libre albedrío.
God made man to be free.
Cualquiera puede hacer que en su vida lo que quiera.
Anybody could do whatever they want.
No soy yo quien, ni me atrevería yo a criticar a nadie.
I wouldn't be the type of person to critique anybody.
Primeramente tengo que mirarme yo,
I gotta look at myself first.
ser mejor yo,
Be a better person
para dar amor yo.
to be able to love people.
No me refería a nadie.
I didn't refer to anybody.
Lo que quise decir fue,
What I was trying to say,
Estados Unidos,
the United States,
gracias
thank you
por darme el sueño americano.
for giving me the American dream.
No hay mejor país que este,
There's no better country
porque
than this
tiene la
one
bendición de Dios.
because it is blessed by God.
Está en los billetes
It's in the dollars
que este país fue hecho por personas cristianas.
that this country was made by Christian people.
Quiere decir que está bendecido por Dios.
That means it's blessed by God.
Thank you, USA.
So I buy it. I think he's sincere. Dana White has his thoughts on it too, real quick.
Romero, and I know this is a very
With
positive
Ariel.
thing. I'm not trying to rain on that parade. Quite frankly, I don't feel like it was as controversial as some may think, but I just wanted to get your take on what happened.
No, it wasn't controversial at all. But the reality is this. You just won the biggest fight of your career, you know. America doesn't want to hear your thoughts on Jesus. And, you know, keep that stuff at home. Religion, politics, all that stuff. When you're out there fighting and you're being interviewed, they want to hear about the fight. It's awesome that you love Jesus. Love Jesus all you want. Just don't have to do it publicly.
You don't think he said what a lot of people thought he said, right?
I know he didn't say that. I know he didn't say it. Everybody knows he didn't say that. Yeah, I mean, people react to everything. But if you would just keep that stuff, you know, talk about your fight. You know, people don't want to be preached to.
All right. Thank you very much, Shane.
So I disagree with him, though. I think you should fight. Talk about God. Talk about whatever you want. If you're offended by people talking about God, fuck off. That's ridiculous. I mean, come on. And you know what? Let's say that Yoel said no for gay Jesus. Now, I'm not. There's different ways you can take it. I'm going to assume that if that's what he said, and I tend to believe him, but let's say that's what he said. He said no for gay Jesus. He's not saying what he would have been talking about would have been the gay marriage stuff, which is what all the religious people seem to have a problem with, which I don't get. No one has a problem with divorce. It's only when two people want to get married because they make you feel weird. I mean, that's really what it comes down to. If you really, really want to protect your marriage, why don't you fix divorce? Make divorce illegal, and then you can start talking about gay people getting married. Okay? Because there's gay people that get married that won't get divorced. There's your sanctity of marriage. But that's another story. I'm a bad Catholic, by the way. What the fuck was I talking about? Oh shit! Here it comes. Oh, fuckity fuck. Oh, I know where I was going to go. I don't know what I was talking about, but I'm going to move on. Oh, I was talking about, yeah, talk about whatever you want. Thank God. Talk about God. Mention your politics. It's your moment. Okay? So say whatever you want. Dana White needs to just shush. Dana White is actually, and I've never, there's a lot of people that don't like Dana White. I've never really had a problem with him, but I tell you what, I'm not thrilled lately. I'm not thrilled with this Reebok deal. We got some Reebok and Pixar. Reebok, Pixar, and the UFC. I'm not thrilled with this Reebok deal for the fighters. And they're getting fucked, you know. I was going to look that up, and maybe I will. Koscheck was talking about, you know, the restrictions that he had when he was at the UFC, and now they're off. I don't think he said anything specific, and I could see him just talking shit just to try to make himself feel better because he got cut. He'll probably do well in Bellator. They'll match him up properly, and he'll make some good money. And I don't know. That's about it. I think it would have been better for him in his quote-unquote legacy to have retired at, what, 2 years, year and a half ago, retired a while ago. Just stop. But anyway, so there is going to be in Abu Dhabi, there's going to be a match, a grappling match between Renzo Gracie and Matt Hughes. And I think that was in August, I believe. I'm loading it now. I should look and see what else is loading, because this computer that I use for loading up shit is really slow because it's the old one. Alright, so that's opening up. Holy fuck, come on. Hello. Here we go. Oh, I'm supposed to Periscope. I've been asked to Periscope. I don't know what I'm going to do with this Periscope thing. No one wants to see my face. And I have a face for radio, and I'm not sure I fully understand it. Like, if I could Periscope with just audio, I might get it, but then if you're listening through the audio and I'm playing clips, you're not going to hear the clips, you're just going to hear silence. But I said I would get on Periscope, so I would get on Periscope later. Gracie and Hughes, who fought each other at UFC 112, set to grapple upcoming, August 29th and 30th. But it was canceled because Gracie will have to undergo surgery to fix a knee injury. They're going to announce a new special match later this week, which I guess didn't come out because I haven't seen it. I don't know what it is. So that match is off, and I was kind of looking forward to that. See, any other small tidbits? John Jones is headed to the grand jury. We'll come back to Reebok. Anticipate bringing John Jones. Oops, too far. Ooh, I went way too far. Go up. Come on, fucker. We have requested the outstanding evidence, and our office anticipates moving forward when we have a completed case. The 60-day window the state has to bring John Jones's case to a grand jury expires Monday. But Anderson said the state is not technically required to file any new documents with the court yet, especially since Jones is out of custody. Anderson said the state is still waiting for medical reports from the alleged victim and computer-aided dispatch reports from the Albuquerque Police Department. Proceeding with the case without discovery could lead to the dismissal of the case altogether. Grand jury would decide whether or not to indict John Jones and bring his case to a criminal trial. Day after the arrest, UFC stripped him. Blah, 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 blah. So, he's headed to the grand jury. We'll see what happens there. Now, let's talk about Reebok. UFC, hold on, let me actually, I have the Reebok, is this it? The Reebok press conference here, okay? Now, here's the thing. The whole thing was weird. Okay? They're trying to be exciting. There's nothing really exciting about it. Some of it was, Front Row Brian because I didn't listen to it live. I listened to it. I was driving around a lot. What, yesterday? 2 days ago? I don't know. I was driving. I don't even fucking know like what day is what anymore. Maybe it was Wednesday. And I listened to it when I was out on the road. And here's the deal. First of all,
Dana White, the president of the UFC.
I don't want to hear these people talk because I don't care. This is talking about how great it is for the fighters, and everything's great for the fighters, and it's great for the fighters, and like they're not losing a bunch of money. It's great for the fighters.
UFC Fight Kit.
Now they got Commander Sulu to do the audio here. I'm not sure how they got him because I guess he's probably not super expensive, but I don't think he's cheap either. But clearly that's George Takei. And if you don't hear George Takei when you hear that, you're nuts. Is this where they introduce Japan? Yeah, this is where they introduce the fighters. So these are there's different fight kits. There's like a Champions kit, which has a check, I guess, in it because you get extra money. There's a country kit, which is what they're doing here, where they're saying everyone's name weird. And then there's the something else kit, the custom kit. There's another kit. I don't remember the other kit.
Fight Kit. Korea.
I want to hear. That's Sulu. I want to hear the USA. I like the way he says USA. That was kind of weird too. That was Mexico. It should have said Kane Gold's kit.
Fight Kit. The United States of America.
Come on, man. That's kind of cheesy.
Misha Tate.
So,
Anthony Pettis.
They got all kinds of motherfuckers up there. Okay, so you get the idea there. Now, as I'm looking at this, it dawned on me too. You know, this has been planned for how long? Like a year? And they fucked up two. I know they fucked up two names. They fucked up Matt Hughes and put Mark Hughes on it, apparently. And and I don't know if that was legit or not, but apparently they really did fuck up Gilbert Melendez's name, and they put it down as Giblert Melendez. It's like, really, guys? Like, you fucked that one up pretty good. So that was a little bit of a fuck up, but I just thought it was weird. Now here's the thing. Okay, let's get to the part where the chick who designed the clothes comes out, and she interviews everybody, and that was kind of weird.
UFC.
Okay, here she is.
When I see it coming to life. Hello, everybody. My name is Corinna Werkel, and I have been part of the apparel turnaround in the past 4 years at Reebok. My experience is based on a...
Okay, that's the UFC Reebok chick, okay? And this is Edna from The Incredibles. Hold on.
Yes, things are going quite well, my God. No complaints. But, you know, it is not the same at all.
Wouldn't you just... Okay, that's Edna.
Long history developing, designing a major league gear in soccer, basketball, and tennis, and that really helped me
It's the same
to
person.
get through this transition.
There's no way that lady is not this lady.
In the news, some show in Prague?
Milan, darling, Milan.
So when Dana and Lorenzo and the USC team approached us, I think it was last year,
Stupid little stick figures with poofy lips looking all
and
over
gave us the
themselves.
opportunity to design the first ever
Dude, it's the
fight
same
fit in the
person. I'm
octagon.
telling you, it's the
We were
same person.
absolutely excited.
So this lady comes. Oh yeah, Front Row Brian said this is like a Saturday Night Live skit, and I tell you what, it wasn't fucking far off. It was pretty bad.
They asked
so
us,
she's out here talking about
they
stuff.
asked us because they know we are
And
known
like the
for
Kane
this.
one was
We
really
have
weird
done
to
it.
me.
We have done gear
There's
for
like
a lot
some
of
weird
top athletes
phrasings.
in all performance gear.
Oh, let's see. Let me see if I can just find the part where people
How
come
was
out.
your trip coming over?
Oh, Connor.
Yeah, it's great. So, Connor, you know, everybody knows you. You're the crazy guy in the octagon. You have this crazy move all over. And I just wanted to understand a little bit. When you wear our gear, oh, that's perfect, yeah. When you wear our gear, what is important for you? How do you want to feel when you wear your gear in the octagon?
I just want to be able to be free to move, and as long as the material is good and it's nice and compressed, that's what I look for.
So it's important that it basically feels like a second skin, right? It doesn't inhibit you when you fight.
Yeah, it can't feel like too much.
Yeah, exactly. So listening to Connor, it was clear to us what we need to do. We wanted to develop ergonomical cuts which really surrounds the body, and we included four-way stretch materials to make sure that Connor has the maximum of flexibility and freedom to do this in the octagon. I thought I'm going to see that in your fight on the 11th, but great, we have seen it now. It really fits great. You look absolutely iconic. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
Thanks a lot.
And fuck Jose Aldo. I guess it's not Jose now. It's
so this is really dangerous here on stage,
Mendez.
I tell you. So the second crucial element for the best performing gear for the USC was
strength. Let's
so
see
this is
here.
for you. So
Who's
actually,
that?
I just quickly have to share that, Joanna. When we talked about last night that Joanna would come
Joanna's
on stage,
there.
she was asking me, can I wear the walkout hoodie because I want to cover my bandage? And say, really fine.
Thank you so
So
much.
Joanna, what happened to your arm?
Yeah, I had my first title defense 8 days ago, June 20 in Berlin. So yeah, it happened.
Okay. So what do you think, when will it be okay?
In 2-3 weeks, I will be back.
awkward to me.
So we have to make sure you're back to all strength. So actually, the reason why I asked you to come up here is I quickly wanted to
They could have made her look
introduce,
more like
you
Edna
know,
from The
how
Incredibles, though,
we
'cause
actually
we already know
have
it's her.
this totally
She's just
new
wearing a
seam
mask.
technology here. So if you turn around,
So they're
just
talking about
quickly,
seams
we
and
actually reinforced
who
welded
the fuck
seams, and they
cares?
see about it. Matt talked
I
about
don't
it.
care. Where's
about
the Cain
leak
Velasquez
itself,
part? Because that was
and
weird to me.
when she our unique silhouette.
Is that Cain? That looks like Cain.
Great to have you
Thanks.
here. So finally, I see you with a kid, because we did the exercise last night without. So now I can really imagine how impactful this is. So Kane, what we actually did is we incorporated your full name in a very iconic way on the jersey. You have seen this. And what is important as well,
Sometimes they
we
spell
wanted
it
to
right.
pay tribute to your country, Mexico.
Yeah, you misspelled Gilbert. How the fuck are you going to spell Juzizzik properly?
And created actually that flag, but this time in an octagon shape. So you all notice the
Oh,
significance
this is the flag
of color
part.
and country pride when you see,
Yeah,
you know,
I
how
thought
we
they were gonna
incorporate the
do,
name.
like,
So we have it here on the
you either
short
wear,
in
like, red
diagonal,
gear or
and
blue gear
if you
based
turn
on
around, Kane, please,
ring color or
you see
corner
his
color.
full name in the back. And I can tell you, we went through challenges because some of these
They
names
spelled it
are
wrong, isn't
really
it?
long, but we managed it.
Cain
But you see as
Velasquez.
well the country reflected in the
Come on,
octagon
I want to get to the
shape
part where you
probably
like
here.
talk to him about
Thanks
what
a
he's
lot.
going to do.
We're
Oh, I
up
just
to in the
missed
next
it.
2 weeks. The octagon shaped crest
That was
here on
right
the
after
sleeve.
this
So
part.
it will be everywhere on the
left it
fighter's
alone.
kit. So Kane, what you're up to in the next 2 weeks? Are you traveling, training?
Traveling a little bit, and then back to training, back to reclaim what's mine.
Okay, perfect. Thank you very much for being here. Thanks a lot.
I don't know. Just the whole thing was really fucking awkward to me. Now, I guess I'll do the... See, I don't really know what to do with this Periscope thing, and I don't want to be on camera. So I don't know that this is going to work out too well. You know what? I need a... hold on. I need something. Time out, ladies and gentlemen. Time out. You know what I should do is I should put on a song and take a break and get some water, because I still got another 15-20 minutes to do. Let's do this. I'll be right back.
This is how shit goes here to play a hater's ball. We don't fuck around.
I'm laughing at a hater, cause to me it's kinda funny. They be hating on me because I be making money. A hater ain't nothing but a broke ass nigga who I hate another nigga cause his bank account is bigger. Hatred is so unbecoming. I keep laughing at a hater while my money keep coming. Whenever I pull up in the Maybach, damn, I know they hate that. Don't hate the player, hate the game. Don't hate the watch, don't hate the chain. Alligator Chuck Taylor on a player hater. All black and gray for all the Raider haters. Everybody hates Chris. If a hater wanna hate, I know they gon' hate this. I don't get mad, I sit back and I laugh. Pay a hater no mind while I'm counting that cash.
Kind of back. I know Slip Capone's being good to you, though.
LMFAO at a hater who be hating on TFL at the paper I'm making. Why you wanna hate on me? Cause you're a bartender and gotta wait on me. You walk around hating on everybody else. In reality, you really hate.
Alright, I'm back. I think I'm good now. So, let me open up this fucking Periscope shit. I'm really not happy about this. I don't want to do it. But it was a request. It's going to be weird for me. Oh, I had a buddy that was live on there. I thought I heard that little whistle shit. So Darkside asked me to do this. And I was checking it. It's a genius idea. I don't know how it would work very well for me, but I think it's a really cool fucking idea what they have going on for sure. Oh, this is the Eddie Gordon fight. Yeah, I mean it's certainly it's different, and I think it's neat what you can do with it. I watched something. It was live of these two chicks. I'd say early 20s. And they were fucking around in Target trying to get these two guys who were maybe like 18-ish to buy them a purse. And I'm like, you can like record, have the phone in your hand and record what's happening, and you can flip the camera back to you, flip it back to the other camera. It's a pretty neat little thing that you can do. And that's what the people were doing. So I don't know. I guess I'm gonna fucking... This is just going to be really weird for me. But anyway, so the next thing that... oh, I got to come up with a title? Fuck. I don't know. I'm not making a title. Start the broadcast. Okay, so next thing I want to talk about is... Well, first of all, since we just saw Kane, we'll come back to the other, because I was going to go into Conor McGregor. We just saw Kane. Kane apparently wanted an immediate rematch with Fabricio Verdum. I don't see why. I don't know why he should get an immediate rematch. He got his ass beat. He didn't train enough and didn't prepare enough for the fight. He should have been in Mexico longer. I mean, fucking Fabricio Verdum did everything he could have done to win the fight. And it was everything he needed to do, because he did. I mean, fucking A, man. He lived in Mexico for months to adjust to the elevation. I think Kane got out there a week early. I mean, that's insane. So Fabricio took it more seriously than Kane did, and it paid off. And I really don't know what the fuck to expect from Fabricio, because he's always, every fight he's in, I'm basically going to figure he's going to lose. In every fight he wins. I don't know how the fucker keeps doing it. So I say no immediate rematch. Fabricio is what's best for business. And shit, Kane hadn't fought in 2 years. 2 years. And that's how he's going to train, and that's how he's going to take Mexico? Like, fucking A, dude. So, yeah, I say no immediate rematch. He needs 1 or 2 wins before he gets another shot. Now, Connor was on when I was playing that shit for Reebok, and when he was on, obviously there's been a lot of drama with Connor and Aldo had a rib injury. A couple weeks ago we had the drama with a drug test being lost. Like, it just did. Jose's been suspect for a while. People have called bullshit on him before, and he's never been popped, but people have still called bullshit on him. And you lose a drug test, magically disappears, and then he has to get another one. Then he pulls out of a hugely promoted fight that he would have gotten millions of dollars on, whether he won or lost. This was a multi-million-dollar fight for him. Doesn't matter which happened, win or lose, he was going to get a shitload of money. And he gets hurt, and he has a rib injury. It was leaked from Brazil. It wasn't like the UFC came out and said it. Some Brazilian outlet did, so it came from Brazil. It didn't come from here in the States, or it would have been on like TMZ or some shit. Which, when the fuck did they become like a legitimate outlet? They're actually a legitimate source now. Like, people will post news stories and reference TMZ. It's like, when did that? What did I miss? At what point in history did that happen? But so here's the deal. Jose's out. Okay. Chad Mendes is in. That was their plan B. Okay. Chad Mendes was the plan B. One, I don't know why it was Chad Mendes and not fucking Frankie Edgar. Frankie Edgar is who I would have thought would have gotten that one. But they passed him by for Chad Mendes. I have no clue why. I think it's a harder fight for maybe they're. I guess there's only a couple possibilities. I think both of them are a tougher fight for Conor, only because we haven't seen him go against big wrestlers. So we don't know how well prepared he is for a wrestler. Even if he loses, man, the guy gets better every fight. All he's going to do is every fight he does, he's learning things, and it's just going to make him better. But I wouldn't be that surprised if he stuffed like all the takedowns Chad Mendes threw at him. Because for all I know, he might have the best wrestling defense there is. We've just never seen him have to use it. And he's so smooth. He's becoming an incredible fighter. I'm very curious to see how it all goes down next weekend. But so Chad Mendes comes in. Conor goes from the favorite against Jose, which I don't think he should have been the favorite against Jose, to the underdog against Chad Mendes, which makes sense because of Chad Mendes' wrestling. That's a big. Everyone expects Conor to be bad at it. We'll see. There's no way that Mendes isn't going to go for a takedown. And if Conor can stuff the first few, it'll probably piss Mendes off a little bit. But yeah, I don't understand why they. Oh, you know what? That's right. I have an article. Apparently, Lorenzo Fertitta was talking about it. He said it was a toss-up between Mendes and him. You kind of feel like you're just trying to keep everything together. As Dana had mentioned, we've invested more money and more time and energy internally with our partners, whether it be Reebok, Bud Light, all these entities, to get everyone in the majority. Fuck. Am I? So you get thrown a curveball after the initial shock. So we sat down with a group and said, what are our options? What's option A? What's option B? We knew it was a situation that no matter what direction we went, we were going to make some people happy and some people unhappy. We basically drove down to McMansion, woke Conor up. They call it the McMansion. Said, what do you want to do? Yeah, and I heard Conor talking about it. He apparently had there's talk of him, if he wasn't fighting for an interim belt, then he was going to do a fight at 155. And he was interested in a fight with Nate Diaz. Because when Nate Diaz fights, you know you're going to get a fight. So that was, I thought that was an interesting one. I'm assuming they would have moved Rory McDonald and Robbie Lawler to the main event. But that would have been an interesting fight. I don't think he would have had a problem with Nate Diaz. Hell, he probably would have retired Nate Diaz. But so they asked him how he wanted to handle it, and I don't remember where I heard that, but I heard it somewhere. Yeah, so he went with the fight, and I don't know. I would have gone Frankie Edgar. What the fuck do I know though? All right, done with that. Now, Alexander Shlemenko. That's right. There was one more. Alexander Shlemenko is going to sue the NSAC because he was suspended for 3 years because he got popped, and he's going to take him to court. So, here's the thing. I don't know where that's going to go. I mean, Shlemenko is the kid that Tito Ortiz beat up. He got busted for an elevated testosterone to epitestosterone, 50-1. He called the result predictable and plans to take actions against the commission. It would be he was fined $10,000 and suspended for 3 years. Is this Nevada or is this California? Yeah, this is California. Yeah, I mean that's I don't know. They're not fucking around with these drugs anymore. So it's going to be interesting to see how the fighters react because they're in a position where they can get, if you're on that shit, you can get fucked. By the way, I forgot I opened this up. The reactions from the fighters about there's Truck Gordon, he just lost. The reactions to Reebok. So let's look at these. I haven't even read these. This is off of MMA Fighting. Rafael Sunsao, UFC Fight Kit video announced it on Fight Pass, was promising, excited for its individual uniform customization, look, and fit. Tom Lawler, no offense, but if anyone pays $95 for a shirt with my name on the back, you're an idiot. $90, is that how much they're going to cost? $95? Holy fuck. Ricardo Lamas, that Hansel is so hot right now. Rowdy Beck Rawlings, yo Reebok, my name is Beck. Only my mother can call me Rebecca. So I guess they fucked her name up. Jim Ehlers, damn, I don't have any UFC Reebok gear on the website. What's up with that? Oh, so there's a website. Gotcha. Yeah. The other one I guess another one they fucked up was Matt Hughes. They have listed as Mark Hughes. Angel Magana, wow, I can't have my name spelled correctly per UFC policy. No accent over the N in my name, Your Majesty. That's what her shit should say. It should just say Your Majesty. Angela Magana, a Mexican. You're robbing me of having my name correct while I represent my home country, Your Majesty. Is she Mexican? I didn't know it was Mexican. Ovent St. Preux. I don't know. That's a retweet. I don't feel like clicking on it. Buy my shirt, please. Mitch Clark. The fact that it doesn't say Danger Zone or Macho Mitch Clark makes me sad. Yeah, I don't like that. I think it should have that kind of shit. Josh Saman, I've really, really enjoyed the MMA Media Reaction Today's fashion show. Also, I think my tongue is bleeding. All right. Tom Lawler, never once have I been announced as Thomas Lawler. Thanks for putting the fighters at the forefront of the clothing. Shaking my head. Thomas Lawler. Vinny Magalhaes, what? Is that what it says on your shirt? Tom Lawler, yeah, because that's how I've branded myself for the past 8 years. Filthy Thomas. What a bunch of horse shit it all is. Patrick Cote, support the Predator with this shirt right here. Ben Askren, does anybody have a positive review of what happened this morning? Matt Brown, mixed reactions, but my father-in-law is all about my UFC jersey, especially because it has Patriots colors too. Got to get him an extra large. Steve Emiosic, pretty stoked they spell my name right, to be honest. Angela Hill, doesn't look like I have a Reebok shirt, but you can grab one of these bad boys for the low price of some Instagram link. Get your UFC replica Anthony Hamilton USA jersey today. Cole Miller jersey for all UFC fighters are now available at Reebok. Go get yours today. So it's all UFC fighters? I guess they have past ones. So are we going to start seeing fucking, Brock Lesnar shit? UFC fight jerseys for Brock Lesnar? That'd be interesting. All right, let's see here. All right, so oh shit, I forgot I have this thing on. No one's even watching. See, I don't know how to do this fucking thing. How do I? Yeah, I want to end the broadcast. Confirm. Like I don't know what to do on this thing. I've kind of forgot it was even there. If I'm going to use it, see, and I don't really want my face. Like no one wants to see my face. I'm gonna have to wear a mask. All right, so a couple little nuggets. Okay, let's see here. Okay, first of all, as we wind the show down. Okay, tomorrow, 4th of July. Enjoy. I'm not going anywhere. Fucks up I didn't realize that last year was the first year I've been home for 4th of July in like, I don't know how many years. And I didn't realize how fucked up my dog gets. She was like a shadow. Because, and I think it's great that they do it, but it fucks her up. People go outside and light their own fireworks and firecrackers and shit. And I think it's awesome. But, I remember, like, if I went to the kitchen, she was right next to me, like, literally touching my leg. And I just felt bad. So I think I'm done with 4th of July for a while, which is fine. The kids are grown up and shit like that. So I'm probably gonna watch tomorrow morning at 5:30 Eastern. Brock Lesnar is going to be fighting in Japan. Okay, now I'm not gonna watch it in the morning. I'll probably watch it tomorrow night. I'll play some PlayStation and put it on my computer. But let's talk about what we got going on. We got Cesaro versus Diego. I don't know, is Diego an NXT guy? Who the fuck is Diego? He's got a Wikipedia page. Because there's some NXT guys on here, I think. Oh, that's Diego? Oh, he's wrestling one of the Mexican guys, one of the Matadoros. Okay. Cesaro and Diego. Cesaro should win. I don't know what they're going to do with Cesaro now that Tyson Kidd is out for a year. He's out for like 12 to 18 months. Had his surgery, it was successful. But he's going to be out for a long time. Lucha Dragons versus the New Day, Big E and Xavier Woods. Now, I'm liking the Lucha Dragons. I think they're fun. And when they do some of the shit they do, I'm like, oh, like they do that move where it looks like they're going to jump up and they put their legs around and swing you around, but instead of swinging you around, they just throw your face into the mat. That's like, oh shit, that was cool. So yeah, I got Lucha Dragons on that one. Triple threat match for the Divas Championship. Nikki Bella, Paige, and Tamina. Yeah, I mean, Nikki Bella will win. I hope Paige does win because I'm kind of tired of the Bella Twins. I'm just not like a huge fan. Now here's one I'm interested in. Chris Jericho and Neville. I think that sounds cool. I haven't seen Jericho in a while. I hope this means he's coming back. I heard the Chael interview with Rob Van Dam, and apparently him and I think it was Jericho are the only ones that have kind of a come as whenever you want type policy. Like Rob Van Dam basically calls him up and says, "Hey." I guess he looks at the calendar and he'll say, "Hey, I want to work these dates here," and they'll say, "Okay," and they'll work them in. I guess they'll write them into the storyline for those dates. Or hell, I don't even know. He really hasn't had much of a storyline, has he? He just wrestles, so maybe he doesn't even need a storyline. He just fucking wrestles. And Jericho has that. So I'm hoping, and I like Jericho, so I'm hoping maybe he's going to be back leading up into SummerSlam. Cena and Dolph Ziggler versus Kane and King Barrett. That'll be fine. Kevin Owens and Finn Balor. I don't know who this Finn Balor guy is, but apparently he's the guy that's going to beat Kevin Owens for the title, the NXT Championship, and send Kevin Owens from NXT into WWE. So that's a no-brainer that Finn Balor is going to win, just as I expect Kevin Owens to beat John Cena in a couple weeks. And then the main event, Brock Lesnar and Kofi Kingston. That's a really weird fight to me. But I like it. I feel kind of bad for Kofi Kingston. It'll be interesting to watch, but really, I think Brock Lesnar's going to have... they're in Japan. There's no way that Seth Rollins isn't at least going to be there. We already know Kane's there. So I would imagine they're going to have Brock Lesnar. He needs to do some Godzilla monster type shit and just beat the shit out of everybody and just throw like a major tantrum and fuck everything up. That's what I think needs to happen. But yeah, so that's tomorrow, and that'll be a pretty decent one. Tough Enough is great. ZZ, I hope ZZ wins. You get his ass into shape, and he's a natural fucking talent. American Ninja Warrior, Felice's episode was on the other day. She made, I would say, 5 seconds, maybe. I mean, she didn't make it out of the first. She didn't make it out of the first section. It just didn't work. You know, she tried. Good for her. I think she could do better. I think she has the strength for it, the grip strength, the body strength, etc. But yeah, I mean, it's just, you know, it didn't work for her. Lastly, look, I'll play this kid. America's Got Talent, man. It's a fucking great fucking show. There was a lot of cool shit this week. There's fucking jugglers and family shit. There was some Daredevil shit. People fucking blowing themselves up. It's a great fucking show. Watch it. This is a 15-year-old comedian. This is his set. And I remember it being funny, so I pulled it, but I didn't listen to it twice. We'll see if I was right or not. Maybe I shouldn't have pulled it.
My name is Leo Lytle. I am 15 years old. You're 15? Yep.
He's an awkward-looking kid. I didn't realize I pulled the whole thing. He skipped forward.
Since you were 13.
You know what? Maybe we'll just fucking listen to it. Fuck it. We're going to listen to it. Watch America's Got Talent.
So what grade are you in high school?
I'm a freshman. So.
How's that been?
Awful. Deep breath. Being in front of all of America on this huge world stage. I'm really kind of nervous about it. I want to do good.
All right, man. Have fun, okay?
Okay.
He's a 15-year-old freshman. He's really skinny.
Hello.
He's a little awkward.
I'm very
Maybe
good.
on the spectrum.
My name is Leo Lytle.
How old are you, Leo?
I'm 15 years old.
15 years old. Good for you getting up on that.
Yep.
What do
He's
you
just
do?
very
I'm a
awkward.
stand-up comedian.
Ah.
But I thought he was funny.
15. Now, what's the largest group you ever performed in front of?
40 people, something like that. So this is far and away the biggest group now.
Are you able to go to a club and actually perform, or are you too young?
Sometimes there are restrictions. Like my mom has.
Stern's leaving the show too. That makes me sad.
Sometimes they'll let me out. Sometimes they won't, and sometimes they stamp my hands with these little X's to make sure I can't get drinks at the bar.
I see. The stage is yours, and good luck.
Okay.
Okay.
Let's get started here.
Right.
Hello, my name is Leo Lytle. I am 15 years old, and I'm single. I've been single, let's see here, pretty much my whole life. Pretty sure it's because I'm unemployed. I live at home with my parents, and I don't have a car. These are all big red flags. It's why I don't get much attention on Match.com. I do, however, have a lot of success on Tinder, where I am a buff 28-year-old Georgetown medical student with a portion of trust fund. Now, I'm a teenager, so I'm in that awkward phase of life. I'm kind of a mutant creature, part adult, part child. But I look back on the early years of childhood fondly.
Mm-hmm.
You know, those good old memories, like when you get in the van and it turns out the man doesn't have any candy. Of course, nowadays, candy won't cut it. We're in the 21st century. You need something like free Wi-Fi to up the ante. That's really all a kid wants anymore, speaking from experience. And I want to thank my mom and dad for being so supportive of my comedy. My mom helps me book gigs, and my dad helps me write my material. So I like to think I'm pretty far along in the entertainment industry because I've got two things that a lot of people strive to have. I have a Jewish writer, and my agent is a girl I used to sleep with. Thank you. I'm Leo Lytle.
Hey YouTube, did you like what you just saw? Well, if you want to see
I thought it
more,
was funny.
first of all...
So, yeah, I fucking watch it, man. This week is the last week of auditions. I think we go to like the semifinals starting next week. I don't know. Maybe there's a big cut filler, but it's just good shit. And Stern's leaving. Apparently, this is his last year. They're moving back to California, and he's not going to do that. So, oh well, sucks. But I'm still going to watch it. He was great though. Great judge. All right. I think that's it. I think it's over. I don't think I have anything else to say. What?
Over?
Yeah.
Did you say over?
I did.
Nothing is over until we decide it is.
Oh, no, it's
over
over.
when the Germans bombed Pearl Harbor? Hell no!
Germans? The Germans.
Forget it, he's rolling.
It ain't over now.
Silly Belushi.
Because when the going gets tough.
Yeah, everyone have a good 4th, man. Enjoy. Stay on alert, though, because we are under fucking terror watch
Get
shit.
going! Who's with me? Let's go! Come on!
So yeah, be careful. Enjoy the shit. Have fun. Do all that crazy shit. I just think I'm going to be home tomorrow night. Yeah. Yeah, it sucked for her. Alright, peoples. I'm playing you out with a special one. See ya! I read today that Born in the USA is the #1 song for 4th of July. This should be the #1 song for 4th of July. The song isn't even about how good America is. It's about how bad it is. Alright, fuck it. I'm out. See ya!